Okay, I'll tell you this quick story. Fortunately, Nia liked her gifts. And I always have a little bit of anxiety whenever I give Nia gifts because my first girlfriend I ever had, I think I told you this story before, did I? My first girlfriend I ever had, I had to get her a gift. Now, I didn't grow up around the ladies. I just had brothers for the longest fucking time, right? And I don't mean black people. I mean, I had, like, I was related to these people. I had brothers. Let me tell you the story of the first girlfriend I had. So it was her birthday was coming up, and I had absolutely no idea what to get a female. So I go to the mall, and I'm looking around. I had no fucking idea. And I came up to this table, and they had all these polo-style shirts. Nice shirts. Shirt I would wear. And they were on sale and all that stuff, and it just all these different colors. So I bought her like 4 of them. And I wrapped them up, and I gave them to her. Izods and polo shirts and shit. And she fucking unwrapped these things. And the level of disappointment on her face, and she just was like, what is this? What the fuck? And dude, she just fucking went off. She flipped out. She started yelling at me like a head coach mad at halftime, you know? You know, I said, kick the ball away from him. You kicked it right to him, you jacket, you know? Flipping out on me. And I literally did. I was so embarrassed. I like kind of put my head down. I looked at my feet and then just sat down on the edge of the bed as she was yelling at me. Right? And I don't know what happened. Like, I was so fucking embarrassed. And she, you know, I was young. I didn't know anything about women and shit. And she was just going off on me. And about 3/4 of the way into her rant, which was really a good 90 seconds long, by the way, which is fucking forever. I think she was kind of coming to her senses that she was taking in what she was doing to me by my body language and the fact that she just gotten a gift and the way she was reacting. And she started to try to pull back on the stick and be like, oh, no, you know, it's kind of... And that's when the anger fucking hit me. That was one of the first times in my youth that I actually addressed my feelings in the moment. You know, I was fucking one of those people brutally, like 3 days later, I'd be like, hey, wait a minute. That person took advantage of me, or that person was being rude. I should have fucking said something, right? This fucking wave of anger came up, and I just, you know, handled it classically like the German-Irish guy I am. I didn't communicate anything. I just stood up. I walked over. I started putting my jacket on and all that. Now, of course, she's fucking, no, don't leave, doing all that shit. You know what I mean? And all you want to do is the swim move that a defensive lineman does, you know? You fucking push to the side and then you fucking bring your arm up and over. That's what I wanted to do. So, of course, now I'm walking towards the door, and she does what every fucking woman does in that moment. She's blocking the door, and now she's crying. She's crying, you know? It's like, what are you crying about? After everything you just said to me, I'm holding it together pretty fucking good here. So she's crying. Now she's between the door. I say, you know, I want to leave. I'm leaving. No, blah, 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 blah. Look, you know, and then they said awful thing. They're standing there holding onto the fucking door jamb. And you can't put your hands on them or else you're going to go to fucking jail, even if you're just trying to remove it. It's so weird. You know what I mean? It's like you're a human being. You want to leave the room that you're in. You're in a free country. There's another human being preventing you from doing it. They're holding you there against your fucking will, but they're a fucking lady. So it's totally fine. So what do? You just have to sit there, not looking them in the eye, just staring at the fucking door. Like, I'm fucking leaving. You can stand here as long as you want. I am going to fucking leave, right? It's brutal. You can't put your hands on him. You can't even try to, like, you know, with the outside of your arm, sort of try to, you know, kind of shoehorn your way past them. Because then they start flailing around, like deliberately trying to get themselves hurt during the altercation. So then you'll feel bad and then you won't fucking leave. They're fucking lunatics. I want to leave. Right? Look at me. It still bugs me. So, You know what? I swear to God, I've always wanted to come up with something that you could sell for $19.95 late at night. And all these mouth-breathing fucking morons that think Trump's going to make the fucking planet great again or United States great again. And all these fucking dumb broads that thought that because Hillary also had a vagina that somehow their life was going to improve. Those fucking morons, right? As yet another day of disappointment has gone past, and they fill themselves up with buying absolute shit for $19.95. I've always thought, how can I take advantage of these people for $20 a pop? And every time I've come up with something, I find out somebody else has already invented it. Like I came up with this fucking thing that, you stick between the car seat and the console. So every time you drop something, it doesn't go between the seats. Someone already came up with that, right? That was the only thing I ever came up with, but somebody already came up with it. So it'd be great if for like $19.95, you could come up with a device that gets the woman away from the fucking door so you can fucking leave when they're blocking it. That does not involve like hurting them or her at any point also being able to say that you put your hands on her. So I figure there's like, I don't know what you have. Like you have like giant fucking like these Nerf hands. Okay, and you just put them on either side of her, right? And once you stick them on, they just stick on. Like, when they have like those plastic explosives that you just slap on the side of a tank. It's like once they're on you, they're fucking on you. You're going to owe her a new shirt, all right? But at the end of the day, that's worth the fucking price of just getting the fuck out of there, okay? So you put them on either side of her, and then you have, those blood pressure pumps? That's what you do. Now she can't fucking move, And then you got an inflatable beanbag, right? And then you just guide her over. You put her down on the fucking beanbag. You open the door, and then you fucking bring the blood pressure pump just to the outside of the door. You close the door, and right as you're about ready to close it, you release it. You close the door, and then you fucking run to your car, right? You know that thing where you're fucking running and if you feel lightheaded and shit, and she's going to come running down the hall after you. Now it's like you're in a horror movie. You're trying to get your keys out, and here she fucking comes. You get in the fucking car. Hopefully you get the car door closed before that fucking lunatic comes up to stick her fucking arm in. You close the door, you lock it, and then you know what she's going to do? She's going to stand behind your fucking car. Then all you do is you just start the car up, right? You rev the fucking engine, get those emissions in her face, you listen to some tunes. Eventually she's going to have to go to the bathroom. And who knows, maybe an hour later, maybe a fucking hour later, you get the fuck out of there. Right? $19.95. I can put that in an infomercial. Not even an infomercial. That's too much money. I can do that in a fucking 30-second spot. Right? Fellas, have you ever wanted to leave your girlfriend's apartment, but she won't let you? What do? You've tried moving her out of the way. Rape! Right? She yells fucking rape, and then the cops come in and fucking tackle you. And then show you in a cell with a fucking giant cellmate looking at you like he's going to bang you in the ass, right? That's the first 6 seconds of the commercial. I think you guys can do the rest of it. Maybe that's a reason to have a four-wheel drive vehicle, so when she's like... standing behind you can't back out. You just put it in drive. Go right up and over a curb. I don't know. I guess what I'm really getting at here is I hope you guys all enjoyed your holidays, your nice fucking days off here.